Today we've got something special for you. Predictions for Hazbin Hotel Season 2. I've got an episode map plan with some exciting possibilities, so let's dive right into it. Episode 1, Media Manipulation. In the first episode, we predict that Charlie goes on Fox News after the fight to talk about the hotel overall and her relationship and the whole issue basically with Adam. And during this, Vox tries to screw up the show to not only make her look bad, but also by assimilation Alistair, similar to in the pilot. The V's control over the media. Despite this, they haven't been any real threat to the Hazbin Hotel so far. Season 2, however, could show a change to that. With the hotel's influence growing, they could start to lose their own influence, which has been mainly around sin and hell and all of that sort of things, which are like the direct opposite of what Charlie and the hotel want to do, which could lead to the V's attempting to sabotage or tarnish the hotel's reputation by turning the public against them. There could also be a major conflict with Angel Dust trying to break his contact with Valentino, as they are direct opposites in not only in the size but in personality and type. Probably with the help of Charlie and even Husk could try and free them, especially with Emmy's probably coming down at some point in the season to actual hell, and I wouldn't be surprised if this was the end of Angel Dust's contract with Valentino. Episode 2, Trouble in Paradise. Moving on to the second episode, the hotel is demoted to a B-plot as they think about ways to create their own mini paradise instead of trying to make people good and trying to make their own little safe haven away from the rest of hell. Well, the A-plot is on Emmy and Sarah dealing with the death of Adam and thinking about what Serpentius being sent to heaven means. This also would be a good juxtaposition as them also trying to keep the secret from Luke and the other angels, fearing what this could entail for not only them but the rest of heaven itself. As we all know, Sarah wants to try and keep conflict at a minimum. Episode 3, Angel Dust's Past. Episode 3 brings Angel's brother from who was shown to be canon in Episode 8, leading to personal conflicts. Angel Dust is forced to confront his history, very similar to the Fizzaroli and Blitz reunion. This episode explores Angel Dust's backstory and his reasons for arriving in hell, since that was a big thing when Charlie was in the heavenly courtroom, is that none of them actually knew why he was in hell. So this would be a good look into how heaven's reasoning might work, and it might be a good way to explain how heaven as a whole functions. And while this is all happening, it's highlighting Charlie's growth in setting boundaries, but also showing her need to help as a direct parallel to Season 1, in which she didn't understand that. Episode 4, Celestial Offer. In the fourth episode, Sarah arrives in hell, offering redemption to select individuals in the hotel. Residents face moral challenges leading to internal conflicts, as some are still struggling to embrace the change. Still hesitant and unsure about if they truly deserve it, but ultimately saying that if they all can't go together, they'll stay in the hotel until they are all finally deserving of redemption. Although Sarah never intends for this to actually happen, it is more of an experiment for her to see how the residents actually react and take a look at their supposed goal of redemption. Episode 5, Heavenly Encounter. Episode 5 takes Charlie and Lucifer to heaven where they meet Lucifer's siblings. Awkward conversations unfold as Lucifer talks about past events with his family, or ex-family, while this is all being mediated by Sarah. Meanwhile, Emmy provides Charlie and Vaggie with an in-depth talk about hell, making Vaggie nervous. Vaggie then shows Charlie her room and talking more about her life as an exorcist. I think this would be a good part of the series to talk about heaven in a more in-depth manner as we prepare for the final couple of episodes. Episode 6, Tensions in Heaven. In Episode 6, we're predicting tensions rise as Charlie, Vaggie, and Lucifer continue discussions in heaven about redemption and how it all works, with Lucifer getting more angry at Luke for insulting Charlie and having a sweet moment where he defends Vaggie as his daughter's girlfriend. This puts to rest any sort of misplacement of trust in Lucifer, and she fully accepts him. It also helps her feel like she is truly accepted as a part of Charlie's life, removing any doubts she might have previously had. Episode 7, Mother Knows Best. As a fight begins to break out in the conference room, the doors swing open to reveal Lilith, and as Lucifer stands there shocked, Charlie, on the other hand, runs to her and hugs her. Then we are told why Lilith left, using some of the animation style similar to when Mimsy tells Angel Dust about Alice's past. However, the story she tells is false, and it's obvious to only Vaggie and other angels, but the others don't say anything, as not to anger Lilith. And later that night, Vaggie is alone with Charlie and Lucifer, and she talks about how what Lilith says can't be true. And Charlie, sick of all the lies and absence, goes to her mother and argues with her, in which she insults Charlie, which causes Lucifer to attack her out of pure rage and disappointment in the mother of his child. This is when Lucifer's siblings step in and two fronts are formed. Sensing the impending fight, Lucifer gets the rest of the hotel, Alistair, Angel, Husk, Cherry Bomb, Nifty, and even Serpentious. After reunions with Serpentious, Lilith laughs and reveals that she is Alistair's master, theorized in the last video. Then, as Alistair steps back, we see a shot of everyone looking at him, and then we cut to black. This will be an incredible ending and an incredible episode filled with so much that it will make this very simple idea expanded into one that we could only hope for through the mind of Vivian. Episode 8, Lilith's Confrontation. Now, Episode 8, the finale of Season 2. We look back to Alistair, a chain of white light wraps around his neck and Lilith holds the lead. And for the first time in the series, his smile falters. And as his smile is known to be very important to him showing it even in moments of intense pain. This leads Charlie to ask Alistair what's going on, and Lilith explains how Alistair was her spy. And I wonder where you can find that video and theory. Anyway, this leads Charlie to stand there almost shell-shocked while Vaggie yells at him, and Lucifer also gets another hit in on Alistair. At this point, Lucifer lost his composure, with two people hurting his daughter, and that being too many. Vaggie is shouting at Alistair, and the others are fighting with angels, and Charlie falls to her knees, and as she grows horns, gets her spear in one hand and the claw in the other one. This, my friends, is how we enter the final fight of Hazbin Hotel Season 2. We have Lilith, the fallen mother of hell, versus Charlie, the princess of hell. In all honesty, I don't know how this fight would go. I'd like to say Charlie would win, but all we really saw of her fighting was a few seconds of her with Adam on the official power chart. Her and Lilith are on the same page, so I can't theorize about this. It's literally flip a coin and we'll see what happens. However, that's all I got. If I do it with a conclusion, I don't know. Look out for a short that's coming out. But this is all I've got for a story so far. However, if I did have to put a bet on, I'm guessing Charlie loses. I don't see a way how they could progress the story with Lilith losing. I see a lot of ways of them progressing with Charlie losing, deep diving into that in season 3, but I just don't see a way of the story continuing with a loss on Lilith's side. And that concludes our Hazbin Hotel Season 2 predictions. What do you think will happen? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. And until next time, goodbye.